Hello everyone, welcome to GB Radio Automation World. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go and subscribe to it. Enable notification for more interesting videos. Right, we are continuing on Postman series. Right, today's class we will see what is prerequisite and post request. Right, pre-request script and post request script. Right, we have a scripts section. Right, in the Postman we have a scripts section. Here we have pre-request, post response. That means suppose, right, okay, suppose I have pre-request, right, this is the client, right, this is the server. Suppose this is the API, suppose this is the API, right, this is the, we are sending a request, right, maybe this is the API call, right, this is the response. Right, now before sending, suppose I have some request, before sending request to the server, right, before sending request to the server, I want to modify, suppose email is there, I want to generate dynamically, right, I want to generate a dynamic every time, dynamic data, I want to generate a dynamic email every time, right, before sending API request, right, I want to send every time dynamic data, either email or it may be ID, whatever it is, you want to update the request with some dynamic data, then we have to write that code, right, in the prerequest. Suppose if I want to validate response, right, I want to store the response, fields. Suppose I want to store response fields for the further request, I want to store the request for the further request, then we will write such piece of code in the post response. Post response we can do validations, right, we can do post request, we can do response validations, we have already seen. If anyone not seen, please go to response validations video, please watch it. Right, we can do in the post response, what we can do, response validation, and we can also store the response fields for the next request. Right, in the prerequest, suppose this is the go rest, right, we have create user, right, what is the create user, what is the requirement, I have to every time modify it, right, otherwise what is happening, right, it is not working. See, 422 unprocessable entity, right, every time we are getting this one, every time we have to manually change it. Instead of changing manually, I want to generate this dynamically, right, this is before sending request to server, so I have to come to script section, pre-request, right, what type of, right, how to generate, if you want to generate random string, right, random string, there are multiple ways, this is one of the way, math.random, there is a method math.random, then toString of 32 characters, take substring of from 2, from the character 2 we have to take, before that it will come some dot, fixed thing, 0 dot, we can ignore, from the second character onwards we can take how many we want, up to 36 we can take it. Right, first we will see this, copy this, right, this one. Now what it is generating, suppose if you want to see what it is generating, we have a console.log, right, we can keep console.log, right, something, right, we can write random string, right, plus add that random string, okay, random string, okay. Now if I submit it, where I can see this, right, console.log, right, in the bottom, if you see in the bottom there is a console, right? In the bottom there is a console. Just click every request. Whenever hit, it will generate here request response, right? Just in the right side we can, in the right side, right, we can here clear is there. You can click on the clear, it will clear all the logs. Now execute it. Again click on the send, right? See random string, how many characters? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, right? 3 6 8 characters. That means 2 to 10. That means 2 is inclusive, 10 is exclusive. That means 8 characters it is generating. Now if I want a random email, what I can do? I can append something for this, right? I can append something, right? We are appending, right, something automation, right, plus or automation underscore we can give. Instead of 8, just maybe I can decrease to, right, 5, right? We don't require those many, right, 5. And then we have to add again, something email, right, @test.com, something @test.in, maybe anything, right, some email. Now click on it. Let's see, it is generating, right, automation underscore. This is the underscore, 4 characters we are generating randomly, and then enter it. Right, now after generating, right, how to pass to the request, that is important, right? We are generating in the pre-request some random string, but how to pass this to body, right? That is important, right? How to pass it to our request body, right? How to pass it? First we have to set this to, right? Then we have to set to some variable, right? Variable section in the, we will see next class, but just high level we have to set to, right, just I will set to some variable. Whatever we have generated, first we have to set to, I will set to globals, right? Global variable, there is a globals, right? We can set in the global variable so that it will be visible to everyone. We will see what is global, how to set. Just I am setting to global variable, right? Now just how to read, I have set in the global variable. Then again we have to read in the request, right? In the body we have to read. How to read? We have to give the, remove this, we have to give the curly brackets, so 2 curly brackets, open and close. Then we have to give inside that whatever, right, whatever name we have given key, same key we have to pass here. Now just clear the logs, just execute it again, right? See, it is generated, Now if you want to see, expand this post request, right, request address, close this request. If you see it is passing the dynamic one, right? Now if I execute it again, right, it will generate one more post request, close this address, request address, and then request body, right? See, every time it is generating, right, new random email, so that, right, what is happening, we no need to manually come here and update it, that, right? If you want to minimize it, just minimize or close it, right? If you want, again click on the console, right? Now all the our test results also got passed, right? All test results also got passed. Where we need to write test results, we already seen that in the post response. If we want, we already seen. If anyone not watched, please watch in the previous session, right? Prerequisites, what we write, if you want to send dynamic data to the request, we can send, or if you want to execute another request, we can also call from here any other request also, we can write that script also. If you want to call, right, another API, if you want to call another API, we can also call that API. We will see that here. What we have done, just we have created one random string, we set into global variable, and just we referred in the body, right? Simple. Now this is the string. If you want to send create a random integer, right, we can generate math class. By using math class only we can generate all math.floor, Right, if you search in the Google, immediately we will get it. We no need to write, remember all these things. Math.random into 9000, it will generate some number, right? Just we will see what is that, what it is generating. Right, I will keep in the get, right? If we keep in the post, right, every time it will create the just, okay, just create it, and the console.log, open the console, right, clear all the logs, right, just send it, right, see number. If you want to, accordingly, if you want, this is the 4-digit number we are getting. If you want a 2-digit, decrease to 2-digit, 1-digit, 3, 4, 5, whatever we want, right, we can, based on that we can adjust that numbers. Right, similarly, if you want a UUID, unique identifier, right, if you want to generate a unique identifier, we can also generate. What is this unique identifier? Right, quickly we will see that. Right, some random string or random number, but it is a GUID, that is a predefined, right? This is a GUID, the predefined Postman variable, $GUID, right? See, it will generate some long number, GUID number. Right, if you anywhere, if you require like this, we can generate it. And if you want a random email means, we can generate, already we have seen, we can generate one string, we can append it. Right, if you want to generate a random date, right, we can also generate a random date also. Right, just clear the logs and send it. See, some random date. Right, we can also, like this we can generate. There are, this is one type of, right, by using math class, all we are generating by using math class. We can also, there are multiple ways we can generate, right? Just we can write Google it or ChatGPT, we can get easily. These are the things. But we should understand what is, why we need to use prerequest script and post response script. In prerequest scripts, if we want to modify the request before sending to server, we will use prerequest. Post response means if we want to validate the data, if we want to validate the data of the response, then we can use post request, right? Or if you want to send this response to another request, then we can use post response, right? We will see that how to, what variable section we will understand more, right? If you like the video, please subscribe to the channel, enable notification for more interesting videos. Right, please comment in the comment section if you have any comments or suggestions. Please share to your friends. Please like the video. Thanks for watching.